There is no use denying the fact that writing a research paper is a very complicated process that demands a great level of skills from a researcher. The fact is that the work of this sort implies that only credible sources are used by the author and his or her conclusions could be used by some other researchers who work in the same field. That is why, to make a research paper more unitized and credible at the same time, the scientific world introduces a certain pattern according to which the work of this sort should be organized. This pattern implies several parts which are very important for the paper. The proposal is one of these very parts which help the research paper to become more credible and logical. Writing a research paper, a scientist has several purposes and goals which he or she wants to reach. That is why, he or she should propose his or her main ideas and goals to the audience or readers for them to be able to understand the main aim of the given research and how the author is going to reach it. The proposal is very important for any project as it helps to structure the paper and outline the information which will be needed in further investigation. It should be said that the proposal is very often confused with the introduction. However, these are two different parts of a research paper that have various purposes and structures. The main aim of the introduction is to inform a reader about the main theme which will be discussed in the course of the paper and narrow it, showing the concepts that will be used. However, it does not provide some detailed information about the methods used by the author or his or her main purposes. Besides, it is also a very important part of the paper as it arouses interest among readers and outlines the background of the research for them to be able to follow the author's thoughts. Nevertheless, it just introduces the paper without any details. If some researcher wants to get to know whether he or she could find something interesting for him in the given paper, the abstract might provide the needed information. This part of the research paper presents a summary of the work, outlining the key elements, theories that serve as the basis for the research, and methodology used by the author. It is placed at the beginning of any research paper for people to be able to find it and get to know about the part of the work. The abstract could be taken as one of the most important paragraphs of any study as this very part could arouse the interest of a reader and make him or her read it. With this in mind, it is possible to make a certain conclusion. It should be said that any research paper consists of several important parts that help an author to present his or her thoughts clearly and logically. Proposal, abstract, and introduction could also be taken as very important parts of any project. All these parts introduce the author's thoughts and ideas, however, they are different and have various peculiarities. If a person wants to create a credible and clear research paper, he or she should know the differences between these parts and be able to use them in the body of the paper. Everything you need for studies, essay samples, writing tools, and tips, you can find at studycorgi.com.